I think Jenna's on hold here, so let's get to her. Jenna Marbles.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How are you?
How's it going?
Hello.
I'm great. Thanks for having me on the show.
Welcome to the program here, and you're no stranger to SiriusXM as you do the YouTube 15 on Hits 1.
I do. We're family.
Yes, I think her show just ended as we started.
It did, yeah.
All right. Jenna, I wanted to talk to you because when they brought you on board with SiriusXM and especially with Hits 1, to be honest, I was a little confused. I'm like, I didn't see how this works, like, because Jenna is a big YouTube star, how this was translating to what Hits 1 does. But getting a chance to hear what you do and hear that hour, you're not really playing anything that's normally on that channel, which I like, because I like Hits 1, but she goes into some weird directions with the music that she plays. She's a big fan of Korean pop music, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
But I've seen, listened to the show week after week, that I'm starting to get now what you're doing here, and it's an awesome show.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. And I agree. I was in the same boat. I'm like, you guys, is this a serious thing? You guys really want to have a radio show about internet music? Because that could go south really quickly.
I like how Jenna's saying that they forced her to do this.
No, not at all. I was like more than happy and so excited. And it's been about a year now, and I've just been like over the moon. It's a really fun, awesome, high energy show, and we get to play stuff that you would never usually hear on the radio, which is fantastic.
Just letting you know, your boss Mikey Piff is here, so let's not get out of hand.
No, it's fine.
Mikey!
No, we're cool. We're besties now. Nice.
Aw.
You know, we keep each other in line.
Jenna, I got to ask, going through, we're going to talk about your videos and the worldwide fascination about what it is that you do. How did you get started with this? Because you were just throwing random videos of you, I guess, being you, or are you kind of amped up on these videos?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely amped up a little bit. There's a time and a place. Like when people meet me, they're like, "Oh, you're a calm, normal person," and not like just standing and swearing at me nonstop. Of course not. Like, you're a little bit more exaggerated in your videos. But I got started by just like sort of uploading things. I didn't really know that YouTube was a community, that people could watch it or find it or anything like that. So it was kind of by accident. And I mean, no regrets. It's been pretty sweet.
From the first video that you put out there, you started doing this, what, 2011?
Yeah, around 2010, 2011, somewhere around there.
So the first video you put out, it does okay, and you're doing okay for a while. What was it that popped that all of a sudden the internet was all over everything you were doing?
It was a video called "How to Trick People into Thinking You're Good Looking," and it was, it was a viral video, and I had to like call my parents and tell them what was happening. I'm very much a product of that happening. It wasn't like a slow climb. It sort of was like all of a sudden people like wanted to watch my videos, I guess.
Well, pretty blonde girl doing stupid stuff and using voices and talking about these subjects that you wouldn't expect her to be talking about. Of course, everyone's going to go, look, I'm fascinated with this girl. Every Wednesday she puts out something that she could be batshit crazy. I don't know, but I'm enthralled and I can't stop watching this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happening either. So,
Jenna Marbles on the YouTube there. Your Twitter is Jenna_Marbles. Who has Jenna Marbles?
I'm not sure, but there's always someone that like somebody has JennaMarbles.com. Somebody has my Twitter. Like somebody always has everything. And they'll be like, "Oh, I'll sell it to you." And I'm like, "No, I don't really care."
I think you're at a point now where you could, talk with YouTube and maybe their lawyers can kind of lean in and say, you're going to give up this Twitter account.
Yeah, but who cares? I've met some of the ones that run like parody accounts, and they're great, and they're mostly like 14-year-old boys, and they crush it, so they can have it.
I wanted to bring in our producer, Lewis. Lewis is also somebody who seems to be, until recently we found out, very fascinated with Jenna Marbles, and he wanted to ask you a question or two if you're okay with that. Lewis?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Jenna, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just wanted to know, how do you know guys so well? It seems like when you're explaining things for both sexes, you know what guys do very well, whether it be in the shower or in cars. Like, how do you know all that? Do you have like 16 brothers? Like,
I have one brother, and I've also, like, the majority of people that I've lived with have been guys. So I've had a lot of guy roommates, boyfriends, that sort of thing. And Yeah, I just know.
Just kind of picked up on it.
Just pick up on all of it.
That's awesome. I love the dogs in your video, by the way. All your dogs are awesome.
Thank you.
Do people treat your dogs like celebrities when they see them?
Yeah, that's the only reason that anyone ever watches any of my channels.
Do you love the dogs, or do you love the fact that she puts the dogs under her shirts every time she's doing a video?
No, I love the dogs in general. The one that looks like Dobby from Harry Potter.
He does.
He does.
And
He's
Mr.
awesome.
Burns, yeah, and Snoop Dogg, too. That's him.
Jenna, with the YouTube 15 and in your regular YouTube channel, which, by the way, is it true you're ranked number 7 overall of YouTube?
I mean, once you get past all of the, like, YouTube Spotlight, YouTube Sports, all of that stuff, I think I might be around there in the realm of somewhere, there of people, like YouTubers that run their channel, yeah. Somewhere.
That's an amazing feat to have any kind of channel that people are paying any kind of interest into.
Well, thank you. I try.
I just hurt her feelings.
Way to go, Erik.
If you haven't seen some of the stuff she does, check out, obviously, the YouTube 15 on Hits 1, but to get an idea of what Jenna does, she does a whole series of what guys don't understand about girls and what girls don't understand about guys. And you'd think, all right, she's probably got 1 or 2 videos for each side there, but she keeps generating more stuff, and you're watching this and it's like, holy shit, I do half this stuff, and I don't even realize it.
Well, me and Matt were watching the one before where it was like explaining guys' facial hair, and we both have beards, and it got kind of awkward, and we had to turn it off.
It's like, oh, she's going to get to us soon.
She's going to get to us. We better hurry up and turn this
yeah.
off before it gets accurate.
Yeah, I like doing those because they're fun. You're like, son, this here is your penis. That's what a goatee means.
When did you start realizing that you could make money and a career out of this?
That was sort of an accident. Around like 2007 or whatever is when people, I think, started monetizing on YouTube. But it was kind of like a little bit of a hush-hush like secret that people were making money. And by the time I started, people did know, but I still didn't know. And I literally clicked a box that was like, would you like to apply for revenue sharing? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then it wound up being more money than I was making at my job at the time. So,
what were you doing?
Well, I was working for a blog called Barstool Sports in Boston.
I know Barstool.
And,
they're a small operation.
Heard of them.
I was a bartender and a go-go dancer, and I worked at a tanning salon. So, all the adult things.
So, all right, so now this comes around, your channel's blowing up, the videos are blowing up, and there's rarely a time where you're not getting at least, and this is lowball, at least 1 million views per week on everything that you're putting out there. How do you tell this to your parents that I'm not working a regular job anymore because I do these little videos and they pay me a ton of money?
My mom got it right away, but for my dad, my dad's a chemist. My brother's a material science engineer. I come from a family of very math science oriented people, and it was a little bit difficult to explain to them what was happening and that, I'm okay. I have a roof over my head and, I'm making money. Everything's going to be fine. But it was a little bit of a complicated process to explain to them just exactly how everything worked.
How did you get your boyfriend into this? Because this, guys like us would understand, the importance of everything going on in the internet and whatnot. But there's a lot of guys out there who, especially maybe read Barstool Sports or something like that, they're looking at, she's always got the damn camera on. She's playing with the dog. She's writing these weird notes that I can't understand, and she's making voices in the other room. I don't get this. How did you get him on board to? Because he's part of some of the things that you're doing now.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think this is true of most people that work on the internet. Like when you're friends and everyone sees just how cool it is to have an interaction with people and do stuff on the internet, it's sort of contagious and they want to just try it. And I think that's what happened with him. That's what happened with, many people that I know. The people around you are just like, oh, I'd love to do that too. That looks fun. And it is fun and it's really awesome. So you got nothing to lose. Unless you're making really racist or offensive videos, just be a normal person, and it's pretty rewarding and fun.
Jenna does that under another name, under another channel, but she's wearing a mask.
Jenna lost her marbles.
Lewis?
Yeah. Do you have any favorite YouTube channels that you watch other than your own?
I love Ryan Higa. He's pretty OG YouTube. And there was a channel called Magic Hugs that I was obsessed with that made really ridiculous, short skits. And I think they stopped, but they were hysterical. But yeah, I mean, I watch pretty much everything. I watch it more than TV, so.
That's awesome.
I want to ask you about the popularity of your channel getting to the point where you're now doing appearances and things like that. You just did, what was it, Ditch Day in Las Vegas?
Yeah, Ditch Fridays at the Palm.
Ditch Fridays in Las Vegas, and that was a huge crowd. Then you were also part of the YouTube Fan Fest.
Yes.
What is that experience like, going from where you're just sitting with your laptop, in your car or in your living room making these little videos, and all of a sudden now you're appearing in front of like 10, 15,000 people?
Yeah, it's literally insane. And, I think a lot of like traditional media and all these people sort of forget that when we do this stuff, it's, many people may watch it, but it feels very much like we're alone because we are alone in our houses. So to be like sort of thrust in front of enormous crowds is definitely not natural. And I wouldn't say that I've honed any of those skills whatsoever, but it's really bizarre to actually see people in person and have like a human connection. It's really powerful, but it is not natural, I think, for many people that are introverts and start YouTube channels.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of success with this stuff. You're doing these fan festivals and what have you. Got to ask you about the other side of the coin here, where what's the hate like that you get as far as what you do, the stuff on the radio, your videos, and you just pretty much being you. I imagine because it's the internet, nobody gets away, scot-free on these things. What kind of hate generates on the other side? That's it's usually just pointless and unmerited, but I imagine you get a lot of that too.
Yeah, for sure. And it's to be expected. You have to sort of have a thick skin about it or else you go crazy. The only thing that I like to remember is that, like, I'm putting myself out there. You're opening yourself up to criticism, but to be mindful that other people around you aren't willing to put yourself out there. So, like, I won't be putting my family in things unless they're really okay with it. And, just not to let any of it go too much to your head, because then you would stop, you'd shut off your computer, and that's no fun.
How early into your run here did you start seeing people attacking you? Like, was it for something that just was completely made up, or was it just because it was a pretty girl who was doing a video that had a lot of popularity?
Yeah, it's instant. You get half and half, and at least when you're starting, it's not just a bunch of people being really excited about it. It's, people are angry, people are upset, they don't like you, and it is what it is. But, just keep trucking. That's what I'm doing.
I also want to make a retraction because I was just thinking about something that I said. I was not trying to be condescending or put it down when I said little videos. I was just saying in the scheme of things, anything she puts out dwarfs at least, the It's Erik Nagel channel on YouTube is not doing anywhere near the numbers that she does. But anything she puts out pretty much it becomes like an instant hit as far as advertisers and viewers and all those things like that. So saying that these are little videos was definitely the wrong thing to say. These are a big deal. One of the weirdest things that I saw, and it wasn't YouTube based, was you put out this weird, catchy song. All she sang about was glue for some reason,
yeah.
And everything tied into glue. And I started seeing this on like the sides of entertainment sites that don't usually post stuff that Jenna is on, but this weird, catchy song started appearing all over the place. How was this just something that you had in your head and you said, I'm going to make a song out of it? Or was this something that you planned?
Okay, I don't know how to explain this. I know a lot of people, think of me as someone that talks about like genders and things like that. But I'm a very bizarre person for the most part. And so whenever I make a video like that, I know that people are going to, for the most part, really, really hate it. They don't like it. It makes no sense because it doesn't make any sense. And it's not even that funny. It's just strange. And so every once in a while, I'd say every couple months or so, I just put out something that's like the most ridiculous thing I could possibly make. And then it makes me feel better. So that's what I did. I got the word glue stuck in my head, and then I turned everyone into glue.
She's got the outlet where we've all been walking around and you get that dumb little phrase or a little riff in your head that you made up and you're like, that doesn't mean anything. And if she just took it and goes, I can make a song out of that. And guess what? 10 million people just watched it, and she made a boatload of money.
But Erik, you should kind of understand this. You do a show every Friday night where you get to come in here and just whatever is bothering you for that week,
right?
Or that you could just talk about The Simpsons for 2 hours and get it out of your system.
But that's more of a conversation. Sometimes it's therapeutics, those kind of things.
But
if I was walking around and just singing some dumb little song in my head, I don't have that instant availability where I can go and make the song, put it out there, and if I did, nobody's going to pay attention to a song that I'm singing about. But if Jenna does it, everybody in the world knows about it.
And Jenna, I just want to say, he didn't mean dumb little song.
No, my song, not her song.
He meant,
not her song, my song.
Literally the dumbest song ever.
The what?
It's literally the dumbest song ever. I'm not offended by that.
I was just busting Erik's chops. That's all.
You know what? Because we're going to play this song now. When we come back, we'll play the song, and then you're going to be singing Everything is Glue all the way home tonight, and then you're going to be like, damn it, I got that song stuck in my head.
Well, I'm in the car with you, so you're in for a treat.
Yes. Jenna, thank you so much for taking the time and for coming on here. It's been a real pleasure. Lewis, did you have anything else you wanted to say to your love, Jenna?
Jen, I know you get a plaque after 1 million views on YouTube, but what happens after that? Like, are you just constantly getting plaques every 1 million views? Like, how does that work?
No, you get a plaque for having 1 million subscribers, but I don't think they do it every million, so I have one, but it's really heavy and I can't hang it up.
Oh.
But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. They owe me 14 more or something.
Because that would be great if that's what they were doing, that if she did a video and they're just stacked up on the kitchen tables. And look, I've got too many of these things. I don't know what to do. We use them as placemats.
Best coasters ever.
I know. Well, I think the play buttons are made out of gold, so I would really like if they could send me some more, so then someday when I'm poor, I can just pawn them off.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way you do it.
And actually, that was one thing she said that most everyone missed. She just passed 15 million subscribers on her channel.
Oh, I didn't miss that.
Yeah, no,
I heard that and just was just very upset for myself.
Your penis shriveled, and you're like, ah.
Well, no, it's just weird because I work in television, and sometimes I work on shows that we're lucky if 1 million people watch. And you go on YouTube, you can put a video out there and like millions of people watch it. It's kind of crazy. It's such a changing dynamic. But congratulations on your success. I'm not trying to knock it at all. It's just it's mind-boggling to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. And it's mind-boggling for me, too. So we're all in the same boat.
Yay, boats.
Well, Jen, if you're ever in New York and you're coming up to do your Hits 1 show or something like that, we'd love to have you come into the studio live.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it.
The show is YouTube 15. It's on SiriusXM Hits 1, 6 p.m. Eastern and Pacific because it replays on Fridays, and then Saturdays at 2 p.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. JennaMarblesBlog.com is the website, but the most important part is the YouTube channel, which is Jenna Marbles on YouTube, and then Jenna_Marbles on Twitter.
Correct. Thanks, guys.
Jenna, thank you so much. We're going to actually go to break with a piece that you did with some other friends of ours from the epic rap battles of history. You played Eve in Adam vs. Eve.
Oh, they're the best. I love them.
They're going to be on the show in a little bit. Nice Peter will be here to talk about the brand new half season for season 4 of Epic Rap Battles of History. But I want to go to break with the piece that she did with Epic Rap Battles guys. Adam vs. Eve. We're going to play that to break. Jenna, thank you so much.
Thank guys.
Take care.
You.
Bye.